Who lies more, men or women? And is omission a kind of lie? And is it just as bad? In this video, I'm getting into the 7 lies that women most commonly tell guys, why they do it, what it means, and how to know if someone is a keeper or not. So before I get into those 7 lies, I want to address who lies more, men or women. I looked at 2 different studies for this. I'm going to link to both of those down below in the description. But they found overwhelmingly that in terms of black lies, men lie more than women by far. However, women lie with white lies far more often than men do. A black lie is when you are lying to somebody else for your own benefit. A white lie is when you're lying to somebody else kind of for their benefit, to spare their feelings. Women do that a lot more than men do. Men do the really dirty kind of lying more often than women do. Doesn't mean that you don't see both of those things with both men and women. Another question I want to answer before we get into those 7 lies is omission a kind of lie? And essentially, yes, is the short answer, because whether you lie or whether you omit, you're trying to paint an inaccurate picture in the eyes of the other person. You're trying to make them think of something specific that isn't really true, and it's probably to make you look better. Okay, so what are the 7 top lies that women tell guys in the early stages of dating? One is they say, I just want to start off as friends. They don't actually want to be friends. They are looking for romance. But what it means is they want to take things slowly, and they're probably used to guys rushing things. Guys tend to move a lot faster than women do in the early stages of dating. Women take a lot longer to fall in love. They need to feel safe, heard, and understood before they get that level of comfort. So they say things like, I just want to be friends first and see where it goes, because they're basically just telling you to cool your jets, slow your roll, and go more slowly. The next one is when they say, I'm fine. There's an older movie at this point that I love. It's a remake of a 60s film. And at one point they say fine is an acronym basically for freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. And that's absolutely what it means when a woman says, I'm fine. She's anything but fine. What that means is she doesn't think that you're prepared to understand what she's feeling emotionally, and you're going to have to do some work to get it out of her. Don't be belligerent, don't pester, but don't take no for an answer, and don't take I'm fine for an answer. If you just say, okay, great, and walk away and go back to your PlayStation or whatever, I guarantee you the situation's going to get worse for you, buddy. The next one is when they say things like, oh, I like you, but just as a friend, or I'm not ready for a relationship right now. What that really means is they don't want to be in a relationship with you. Women very rarely come right out and say what they're thinking and feeling because they don't want to hurt your feelings. They know what they're feeling emotionally in the moment. Guys do tend to think logically and rationally. Women tend to think with their emotions, and they don't want to hurt your feelings, so they say things like that to let you down easily, hoping you'll get the hint. But if she says that, that means she does not have a high level of attraction for you. Or if she did have a high level of attraction for you, you've done things to turn her off. If you were in a romantic relationship and now she's saying that, it's a clear sign that you've done something to turn her off. So you need to figure out what that is if you want to turn this situation around or for your next situation. The next one is if they say, I don't lie or I don't cheat. If a woman says that, I can almost guarantee you they have a history of doing those things. Because if you don't do those things, you don't go around broadcasting it. You just don't. I guarantee you they probably are doing those things if they feel the need to verbalize it. And you should take that as a huge warning sign. I hate Valentine's Day. They don't actually hate Valentine's Day. What it means is they've been treated poorly by an ex on Valentine's Day, and now they're bitter and jaded. Most women desperately want to feel like they're part of an epic love story. They just do. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what their personality is, how assertive they are, whether they're a feminist or not. So if she says to you, I hate Valentine's Day, don't get me anything. Don't be a fool, and don't not get her anything. But maybe do things a little out of the ordinary. Don't get a dozen roses if she says that to you. Do something creative. Do something more fun. Do something that better suits her personality, that's maybe a little less overt, but don't avoid it altogether. That's not what she wants you to do. The next one is when she says, with regards to a male friend, oh, he's just a friend. You know the old song, you say he's just a friend. But what that really means is that this guy is probably a former F-buddy, don't want to say the F word and get blocked on YouTube, or he's a wannabe F-buddy, or he's your replacement that she's lining up because you've been doing some things that have been turning her off. But trust me, I know guys, I am one. No guy is going to be just a platonic friend with an attractive woman with no thought in the back of his head about maybe getting with her if the opportunity arises. Maybe he won't act on it if he knows she's in a relationship. Maybe he does have that level of integrity, but he's at least thinking about it. And she's probably thinking about it too. And the moment you do something, you screw up royally, guess what? He's going to be there to kind of console her emotionally. And then if she has any lower level of integrity, she might go right into his arms. So if she says he's just a friend, don't accept that at face value. Do focus on making sure her attraction for you remains high, that you're a good listener, that she feels safe, heard, and understood with you. And if she is going out with this guy, it's a huge red flag if you're not invited and if they're going out in the evening for drinks. Number 7 lie that women tell men is with their body count. As the saying goes, women tend to cut their body count in half when discussing it with a date, and men tend to double it because that's just, ego. Basically, women don't want to seem like sluts and guys want to seem like Casanovas. If she gives you a number, it's probably double that. And if you give her a number, it's probably half of that. And that's just how it is. Now, I'm of the opinion that what happened in the past is pretty irrelevant because it's in the past and we're focused on where you are and where she is right now. Now, lies are not the only red flags that women can do when they're first in the dating scene. There are a lot of red flags that you can look for and potentially vet out women who aren't right for you. And if you want to know what those red flags are, I want you to check out this video on my channel right up here, right now. But for now, I'll see you in the next video.